Okay, we're live.
Hi.
We're live. Jaime and Sara, week in review coming up, and I don't know.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to a week in review with Jaime and me.
And her. Jaime and Sara. And today we are going to be talking about delegation is preparation. What does that mean? What does that mean to you?
What does that mean to me?
Mm-hmm.
That means if you can delegate, then you're pretty prepared to move on with different activities.
Yeah, I think a lot of what we do here, we're kind of in a constant state of development, I think. We're constantly finding out ways to be more effective delegators, so that we can keep people empowered and keep working and build our business effectively by delegating roles and being able. And when we prepare to delegate these roles, we actually have to kind of go through the work ourselves in some ways, or at least be a part of that delegation process, meaning that we have to make sure that workflows are in place or processes are in place so that when we do delegate, the person that we're delegating to knows exactly what their roles and responsibilities are. Now, this doesn't mean whoever we're delegating to can't go out and figure it out on their own. But if they do figure it out on their own, which is a good thing, they need to come back and document what that process is that they did. And so there's preparation that goes into that so that you can explain to them exactly how something like that works. And that's been a challenge for us and our clients, especially.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Business is dynamic.
It's dynamic. So this is a week in review. It's a special edition of Live with Bottleneck. And I'm thinking about, I'd like to hear your feedback, but our logo, I love it. It's cute, pretty cool. But can you read it? I've been told that it's hard to read. So we might be updating the logo for Live with Bottleneck. If you have any ideas or feedback saying, is this logo good? Is it not? Please let us know, because maybe we'll update it. So this is a special week edition of Live with Bottleneck, a week in review with Sara and Jaime. And basically what we do is we talk about our business, kind of open up the book, so to speak, and kind of give you an insight into what our challenges are, maybe how we overcame those challenges, and then what we have coming up in the next week. So any questions you have about business, any suggestions, any questions you have about distant assistants, as we are the world's first dedicated distant assistant company, pretty proud of that, let us know. So what were your challenges this week? What'd you do?
Well, first of all, I think I need new glasses again. It's getting very frustrating. I can see you if I look like this. Hi, all. That hurts.
Me too.
Challenges.
I'm right at the length where either I can kind of put my glasses on, but I can see better probably with them out.
Yeah. So I've got a frog in my throat this morning. Don't know what's going on. Ribbit.
Uh-oh.
Challenges this week. Plenty. Figuring out, I've been working with our awesome recruitment team of H&Ms and trying to figure out how to make their process more effective and more efficient. And it's actually become a team effort with all of us. So not just recruitment, it's sales and Jovelyn, Raquel, you, me, we're all jumping in. We're and Raina, we're just jumping in. We want to support them as best we can. And that's been my challenge this week. Try to figure out how I can help them, how to make them more effective and efficient. So
that's one of the challenges.
That's been a huge challenge. Yep.
So we are experiencing a bit of a challenge with finding good candidates and more good candidates, good quality candidates, because our vetting process is pretty thorough.
Mm-hmm.
And so in order for someone to come and say that they want to hire somebody from us, we have to be really, really careful, because we want to do our best to provide somebody that's going to be a good fit for them. And oftentimes people, I would say our clients are too focused on the tasks at hand and whether or not somebody has experience in those specific tasks, rather than how well does this person fit with us. And I really think that's a big challenge a lot of people have in hiring, is making sure they hire the right person, so that when they prepare to delegate, they are preparing to delegate. It's really, really, really important, in my opinion, that our clients are prepared to hire. Mm-hmm. And this takes a lot of work. I mean, it's a lot of work just getting prepared before you even ever meet somebody, because you have to have your process in place. You know, what are the different responsibilities you want to delegate to this person? You got to know what those are. And you don't want to overwhelm anybody. It doesn't matter if somebody's a rock star, if they have tons of experience or not. If on day one, you're delegating 30 some tasks to these people, they're going to be overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. And the likelihood of that relationship working out drastically reduces. Mm-hmm. Wherein if you just pick out 2 to 5 high priority tasks that you have a system for, or an expectation, or at the very minimum, record a video on what it is that you want them to do and show them exactly what it is. Have them do a workflow based on your instructions and schedule a time to make sure that they understand it correctly with you. This all takes time. It takes a lot of time. And that's the reason why we have a 90-day implementation plan, is because we want to work with you for 90 days and make sure that the training is going there, are the workflows being created, is all of the stuff really working. And what you'll find is if you really embed yourself in the philosophy of preparing to delegate and training and all of that, the relationship's going to be that much stronger the longer that you work with somebody.
Mm-hmm. So case in point, Glenda actually had been speaking with someone, a potential client, and the potential client decided to go with a different company. And she called Glenda Saturday night, panicked because there was no preparation and they were starting on Monday. She had no idea what to do. And Glenda, gave her some tips, said, this is what you need to do.
Here's some things for day one.
And,
and just kind of held her hand a little bit.
Yeah. And this contact of hers was so grateful. And it's just amazing. You once people see how we can hold your hand and help you through this process, it is time consuming, but the preparation, it's all about being prepped. This person had zero clue. Yep. She didn't know how to hire someone, and she got someone. I don't know how it's working out.
Yep.
I mean, I hope it's working out well for her.
Well, I think it speaks volumes too that Glenda helped her out. She wasn't even our client. She was someone else's client. Mm-hmm. But it just goes to show how much our team cares about this. I mean, we really do care. And that, I think, is a big sign for anybody out there. You listening to this right now or watching this right now, it's really important that you understand how much work is involved. But if you really care about the process and about the business, this is a really good investment on your part. Probably one of the best investments. And I just talked to a friend of mine yesterday, and he's in the process of launching his company and doing really well, by the way. And he had asked me, he said, do you think I need to hire somebody? And he goes, what do you think? This person knows this and this and this. I really like them. I think they'd be good, but we're starting up right now. We don't really have the income, but I can do it. but I don't know if I should hold off more. And I said, if there was one thing I would have done in my business when I started sooner, was to hire somebody sooner. And the reason why is because in business, many of us know we are wearing 50 different hats at pretty much any given time. When I started this business, not to say that it was good, but I did the invoicing, and I did the billing, and I did the development, and I did the workflow. I did the sales. I was doing it all. And there's just no way you can scale with something like that. And so in the beginning, especially, or maybe right now, you've been working in your business for a couple of years, but you really don't have the systems and the processes in place, or you may think you do. But if you were to give that system to someone else, could they execute against that and do the job up to your level of expectations, with or without experience? If you feel confident in that happening, then you're in really good shape. If you're wondering whether or not your system or processes are good enough, they're probably not. And what's nice about hiring somebody sooner rather than later is you can work with them so that they can take the time to build the systems for you per your instruction. And while you may be thinking, well, that's not very good because, I need them to focus on this stuff and get it done so that I can build the business and stuff. This is probably the number one investment you can make in your business, is building out your systems and processes, because that's going to help you scale. That's going to help you leverage your time in such a way that you're able to focus on the growth and focus on the things that are most important to you. So I think hiring sooner than later is a really, really, really good idea. And a lot of people say, well, I don't even pay myself a salary. How am I going to hire somebody? It was put to me in a certain way by someone I very, very much respect. Figure it out. Figure it out and do this, because it'll be tough for the first couple months, but you'll start seeing the rewards and benefits a lot sooner than if you hadn't.
And we're right at that area. We're like, gosh, do we need to hire somebody else? And we're like, can we? Because our prepping, our systems and processes, the way we vet our candidates, it's very time consuming. And, there's not enough software out there to do what we do automatically.
Yeah.
You really have to go in, and if you were hiring someone that came in, off the street and put in an application, you really got to go through that. If you just breeze over it, you're not gonna probably get what you want. And I will give you a case in point. I think my third job out of college, I filled out an application, and I had worked part-time at a trucking company, working my way through college. And when I was hired, he saw that I had that trucking company listed. And so he just assumed that I had been in sales. No, I had been data entry. And he, he later told me that. He's like, I said, you didn't read my resume very well. So you've really got to, it takes time. You've got to put the time and effort in.
Yep. So some of the other challenges we had this week were trying to figure out processes. At what point do we bring on software? And man, there was a lot of challenges that way. And then HIPAA compliancy was one thing that we're kind of, hey, Doug Bolin.
Hey,
what's up,
Doug
Bolin? Holy cow. So cool to see you, man. And so some of the things that we were challenged with early on in Bottleneck, we're now finding ourselves challenged again in Bottleneck Medical, and finding out the nuances of HIPAA compliancy. We are HIPAA compliant, but boy, oh boy, that is challenging in and of itself. So we're considering some alternatives and some ways that we can help make our medical clients feel more secure, more confident in the service. So it just, like I said, it feels like I'm in a constant state of development. in building all this stuff. We have new websites that we're going to be working on. We're redesigning the homepage. We've been working with a company called Andrew Moeller Creative. Andrew Moeller and Fiona over there at Andrew Moeller Creative. They've been fantastic in our paid advertising campaign. And that's another place that we're making an investment when maybe, we really can't afford to do that, but we're doing it because it's the first time ever we're doing paid advertisement. And the amount of work that they've done for us has just been amazing and brilliant, and ran all these split tests. And I've never seen split tests run in such detail before. And they picked out all these cool things, and we're looking at maybe a copywriter, a brand new design for the website. We may be switching platforms from CRM or from a CMS like a WordPress over to this new technology called Webflow. We're considering making that shift, and as you can imagine, what a challenge that is. But we're doing that for security reasons too. We've been really good at keeping the development team on track as far as making sure that they are preventing hacks, or if there's vulnerabilities and all the plugins, the things of software that go into the website. It's a constant battle. Someone tried to hack into our system last week, so we're considering making that move. So that's a big decision and a time-consuming decision. But we're a lot of stuff going on that behind the scenes. And then of course I'm doing the book, which is really nice because I'm almost done my first round of revisions. And so I think it's the 30th next week, May 30th, I get to submit it, the first round of revisions, which would be exciting, and get that sorted. So September timeframe for the book looks good. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff in the background kind of happening.
A lot.
And Glenda's been fantastic with bringing on new clients. I think we're over 40 new leads right now of people that are interested in working with us. So it's really neat to see the change from January to where we're at now. And it's really helped me focus on the inside of Bottleneck and growing that, while Glenda handles, still continuing to help build the business. So it's been a lot of work, and Sarah's been getting a lot more involved lately. And it's nice to see that she's kind of enjoying her role a little bit. And so we're maybe even in the future, we're thinking about, we've had a couple of conversations, maybe she can get more into a leadership role versus doing all the payroll and everything. So maybe we need to hire somebody that can do payroll and all of that stuff. So there's a lot of things going on right now as far as growth and infrastructure and making sure that everything is working right. And it's a lot of work.
Yep. I've been on the phone 4 hours, maybe 5 hours this week with QuickBooks. Just challenges, and oh my Lord, thank you that they're pretty accessible. They call pretty quickly when you ask for a callback. But wow, it's challenging, and so we're trying to take how we're currently doing our subscriptions and invoicing, and we're going to try to put it into a portal within our own website, that would be super exciting if we could do that. That would so streamline the process, make it easier for all involved. It would take so much work off the shoulders of Jovelyn. A lot of work off me. That's because I get, I just can't believe the number of requests I get about subscriptions. It's just,
we got to figure it out. Got to figure out a better way of doing it. So that's why we're doing it. I think the other cool thing is too, though, that another big thing we're working on is we're working on some internal training, videos and documents and things like that, to not only help our DAs get up to speed and learn how we work, and so that they can be more support to our clients, but also working with our clients and saying, hey, and that way we can help set the expectations a little bit better, saying, at least give them an opportunity. Hey, this is here for you as a resource to help guide you through a lot of the challenges that you have. And so it's good to have that. But a lot of people, they don't take the time to go through it, even though it's there. But if it's not there, we're finding that people are saying, why don't you have any resources for us? And while we have resources, we go back and find out that they never access the resources. Mm-hmm. So we're going to try and make that process a little bit easier for them. Mm-hmm. And hopefully that'll work. So that's probably the biggest next undertaking. And then trying to launch our referral program. That's been challenging. So we're almost there. And so that's going to be nice, so that we, for the first time ever, people will be able to refer business. And we're using a company called Send Warm Up. Really, really good company. They're a new company, but they've been really good customer service wise, and their service seems pretty neat. Mm-hmm. But they're going to handle all of that for us as well. So yeah, exciting times.
It is exciting. He's talking about Send Warm Up, and I know I pay the bill. I know what they're doing, but I have no clue what the process is or anything. So I had a blank look at you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you're ever interested in doing some kind of an affiliate or a referral program or a partnership program for your business, go check them out. Sendwarmup.com. They're pretty cool organization over there. You can talk with Jason, or Mike Hurley is the owner over there. So what else? What's coming up?
Well, hockey today.
We're playing hockey. It's Hockey Friday.
I'm excited. It's pouring. It's yucky.
Fifth day in a row of rain and yuck. Ugh.
But it's supposed to stop at 3:00, and we're supposed to have a nice weekend. It's not going to be all sunshine, but it's going to be clouds and sunshine mix. Be in the 80s.
And the next weekend is Memorial Weekend.
Mm-hmm. Memorial Day weekend. And not sure what we're doing that weekend.
No. What are we doing this weekend? I'm not sure what we're doing this weekend.
You're probably working on your book, I imagine, at some point.
Yeah, that's probably going to be today, because I have to finish everything by today.
Yep. And I'm going to go, we're going to go hopefully for a couple of motorcycle rides.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Gosh. No, I don't think so.
We might be able to wrap up a little bit early today.
Yeah. That's good. I'm kind of hungry. I want to go make some oatmeal.
Go make oatmeal.
I don't want a smoothie because it makes me cold. And I have to drink it too fast on Hockey Friday.
Well, I think that's it. Yeah, it's just been a working week. So it's not exciting really this week, but
no, it's hands-on. It's a lot going on. I've never had so many meetings and been on so many Zoom calls in my life. Seriously. This week has been out of this world crazy, and I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it.
That's cool. Yeah, our team has been amazing. So yeah, we're pretty excited about what's going on here. There's some exciting challenges coming on board. And I say exciting challenges in that sometimes it's frustrating, but I know what the vision is. I know where we want to get to. So that's why I'm excited, because we're just building it. And one of the neat things I studied for my book that I'm writing, because I'm writing the closing. And I won't go into too much of what the closing is, but I talked about the Colosseum in Rome. And what's really cool about that is that thing was built in 70 AD and was finished in 80 AD. Now, what's not cool about it is the Romans built it with over 100,000 Jewish slaves. That when they went over there and conquered Jerusalem and all that stuff, they brought over all those slaves, and they did all the work. So that was not cool. The second part that wasn't cool is the tens of thousands of animals that were killed, all the humans that were killed in their battles and stuff like that. And the third thing that wasn't cool was that it was built in essence by pagans. These Romans were not cool people. And so what's neat about it now is that it's one of the modern day 7 wonders of the world, this Colosseum, and it's not all there, but there's still parts of it, even to this day, a couple thousand years later. And if you look at it, it took a team of people. I don't know if you necessarily call it a team, maybe in this example, a group of people. But the planning that had to go into place at that day and age, could you imagine for something to still be around today? And the materials they use is called tufla, I believe is what it's called. It's even stronger than concrete that we use today in our building today, and it's still there. And some of the stories that were really neat as it transitioned from a pagan a pagan culture to the Christianity. When Christianity came in, people actually started taking it down a little bit and using the materials for other things, and then they built new things from that material.
Really?
So what was really cool about this kind of analogy that I'm using is the infrastructure that we build in our business. The more time we spend on it, and the more we involve a group or a team, in this case, not slave labor, but the more you involve a group in this and plan things out, the longer and more sustainable that platform is going to be. And so I just drew some kind of, some analogies, some similarities between what that did and what your business can do. And I thought it was really interesting.
I think that's really fascinating. I'd love to know. We can talk about that later.
Yeah.
And I think that's funny because I've been reading a little Aristotle lately.
Oh, Aristotle.
Yeah, not his exact works, but some paraphrase stuff. And, somebody's dumbed it down for me so I can understand it. But it's really interesting stuff. Really interesting.
It is. So yeah, it's pretty exciting, and that's part of the fun of doing research. And by the way, that's part of the fun of having a team is it allows you to do things like this to continue to grow. And the team's on board with it. They support the book 100%. And I set certain times where I block them out where I'm just focusing on the book. And it's been fantastic. So thank you to the team and or Miss Sara here and giving me an opportunity to do stuff like that. It makes it a lot of fun.
Yep. Oh, and Jaime had a casting call yesterday. I so wish he would have got it.
Yeah, that was funny.
Jaime would be great. He would be a fantastic actor.
Oh Lord.
He entertains me every day, all the time.
Yeah. It was for a part in a show. But they were looking for a cop. And I don't look like a policeman.
No.
So it would have been funny. But it would have been good times.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
No, I'm looking forward to this weekend, and then I'm looking forward to next week. I'm pretty excited.
Awesome. Well, if we can do anything for you, please feel free to reach out. Do you want to talk about anything?
Live with Bottleneck. I can read it.
Yay!
Bottleneck.online/TV/TV. That's where you can find all our videos, training, help, tips and tricks on
videos just like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I think there's hundreds of videos there now. It's got a pretty good library. So if you go there, subscribe and click on the little bell icon. That way every time a new video comes up, you'll be notified. So we're really trying to work on building up the YouTube channel now, or Bottleneck TV. And if you go to Bottleneck.Online/BTV for Bottleneck Television, that's going to give you an overview of some of the content that we have on there, so you can get a snapshot of what it looks like without subscribing or anything like that. And then if you want to be a guest on my Live with Bottleneck show, that's every Tuesday and Thursday. If you scroll down to the bottom there and click on the button, you can learn all about see what all the expectations are to be a guest. And that's a lot of fun.
I love how you always set expectations.
Yeah. What's this?
Hey, Jason Byer. He's marketing manager of CrowdSpring. What is CrowdSpring?
CrowdSpring is awesome. CrowdSpring has over, hey, Don Robbins.
Hi.
So Don Robbins is a good friend of ours. So CrowdSpring is, if you go and look it up, crowdspring.com, they have over 200,000 designers that work with them. So you can go and hire somebody there that will do some design work for you.
Oh.
It's a fantastic platform. And so Jason has just nailed it. 200,000 people.
Yeah. So you're going to learn whether your visual identity helps or hurts your brand and how you can improve it. Ah, is he the one that talked about your logo?
He's the one that talked about the logo.
Uh-huh.
And he's also the one that gave us some tips on redesigning our website. Mm-hmm. And so I want to say thanks to Jason for having that conversation with me, because now we're redesigning our website.
Mm-hmm.
When's that happening?
Tuesday, May 25th at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern. I thought you meant when's the website development happening. I'm now.
Oh Lordy. Well, that's it. So yeah, I am an author. It's coming out in September. This is not the cover, by the way. People are asking me if that's cover. It's not the cover. We're gonna actually, you know what's really cool about this? If what's we did a what do you call it? Indiegogo campaign.
Mm-hmm.
We raised some money, and then all the people, I think there was 54 backers that came in on that. All those people are part of a special author circle group here on Facebook. So what's really cool is I get to give them updates and stuff like that on what's going on with the book. And I don't know, it may or may not be interesting to them, but it's fun for me. And next week we start looking at some different cover artwork, and so they're going to help me pick the cover. And then once they help me pick the cover, then this is a private group that we have, so once they help me pick the cover, then I'll share everybody else kind of what the cover is that we came up with. And they get to, I have a couple beta readers that are going to kind of start reading our book and give me some feedback and things like that. So it's kind of exciting. It's kind of coming together here.
I love that.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Good fun. It'll be so nice to finally get that book done. It's been a moment. All right. Anything else?
No. Is Doug still on? No, Doug's gone.
Doug's gone. Thanks. Thanks so much for tuning in today. And we look forward to seeing you next week.
Bye-bye.
Oh, we just wanted to say goodbye.
Bye.